Rick is a transportation reformer. He's a traffic engineer, a proud traffic engineer, transportation engineer, I guess you'd say, right?
Right.
Okay, but he wants to really take a whack at functional classification. And why don't you just briefly explain what functional classification is?
Functional classification is a differentiation of thoroughfare types into arterials and collectors and locals based on the arterials taking the long, fast trips and the locals taking the slow trips. And it was really invented in the country and brought into the city.
So it's more of a rural form imposing itself on the city.
Exactly. They used it first to determine which of the dirt roads needed the pavement first. So they said, this one's a big one, that's an arterial, and this is a small, so that stays dirt.
Okay, now a part of that whole system is level of service. That's where you get this A through F. You've got A means that it's free-flowing traffic at the posted speed or greater.
Right.
And then at the bottom is F, means that traffic is all snarled up.
Creeps along. Yeah.
I reverse that. I make F is fine and A is awful. So because any place that's crowded, it usually means people want to be there.
Right.
And you know, not every congested road is good, but if you look at like Michigan Avenue in Chicago or Fifth Avenue in New York, or any other streets in Greenwich Village, they're all congested, but they're not just congested with cars, they're congested with people and money and high property values and liveliness and all these things.
So here's our solution.
Okay.
Since this was a theory that was brought in from the country and imposed on the city, and it never really has worked very well. Right now, on the books, you have rural arterial collector local, you have urbanized area arterial collector and local. And if those are the only two differences in the areas where you apply these terms, it becomes flat suburban. So there's no room for urbanists to operate in that paradigm. So what we want to do is this. We want to take the urbanized area that's defined by the U.S. Census and bifurcate that into suburban and compact urban. And then we will rewrite all the design manuals. So if you're in suburban, you can go 45. If you're in compact urban, you go 25.
Okay, but tell me why it wouldn't be a problem that, aren't you a little worried that the suburban will become permanently suburban? Is there some mechanism to transition into urban?
No. Here's the deal, John. If we get a tight compact urban in the old places and the brownfields are getting converted into new economic centers, there will be so much economic vitality in the compact urban. The suburban designated areas will be begging to become compact urban.
So they'll be applying to become compact.
They will be drooling at the financial
And that's sort of
success.
Ellen Dunham Jones's retrofitting suburbia, the market for what she's trying to do.
Economics. This is America. You win economically, you win the whole
Have you talked to Ellen about this?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, so CNU 21 is going to be in Salt Lake City.
Right.
And you're looking forward to that.
Yep.
So, but they have these big block sizes, and Bruce Donnelly and Andres Duane, they both said that doesn't matter so much. That even though it's big, that's also an opportunity. There's things that you can do with those blocks.
There is.
Is that the way you look at it?
I think that's right. There are 12 different things you can do to make the street walkable, and parking cars and trees and narrow lanes and short blocks. It's a whole mix of things. And if you're stuck with the big blocks, there are at least 9 or 10 other things you can do to get the walkability
and
up.
things
That's
like
right.
that.
But it's mainly speed of the motor vehicle.
So you're not going to go out there spitting insults Salt Lake City's big blocks and all. You're not going to waste your time with that.
No. But
you might take a day off and go skiing.
Yeah, well, it could be.
Yeah.
No,
all right. Well, we're talking with Rick Hall, who is the president of
HPE,
a traffic engineer, a fine traffic engineering, transportation engineering firm, and a very active member of CNU. Thanks, Rick.
Okay, John.
All right.